And we do have something that's just now back in stock. It sold out the last time that it was offered, and that was October of last year. $26.98 is the price for the Customer Choice Award winner for Best Cake last year. It's my grandma's 28-ounce coffee cake in the choice of flavors. 150-year-old recipe that has not changed. It is made and baked fresh for you from Boston, Massachusetts, and bringing it to us as always, Marie-Louise Ludwig. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year
You're
to
still
you.
sparkling, which I love.
I'm not going to let it go. I'm just going to keep sparkling. Excited today, Jane, because we have not been on since October 30th.
Right.
October 30th. It's been a while. So our bakers are back and they're baking full steam ahead, ready for your orders.
We got it. All right, so we're going to start with the original cinnamon walnut. That's the one that started it all.
Yep.
We also have the vanilla coconut, and we have cherry chocolate chip. Go figure. What an amazing combination. So you have a choice of one of each, or if you want, get multiples while we have them. There is no auto delivery. Already 500 orders placed. All right, so let's take it back 150 years to the original recipe.
Yeah, let's take it back probably 150 years plus, because I know when Bob Cates used to be here at QVC, he said 150, and that was a long time ago. This is a real grandmother's recipe brought over from Eastern Europe. To this day, it is still made the same way with the freshest ingredients, huge California Mariani walnuts, cinnamon sugar in there, a deep, rich, creamy sour cream, pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla. It is soft and fluffy and fresh all the way through, just the way you'd expect a cake to look and taste if you went to your grandma's house.
If you can just envision this cake sitting on the windowsill with the windows and that little ruffled curtain open,
that's about how it was.
Just slightly blowing as the breeze is sending the aroma of this delicious cake through the town, down the street, so that everyone can experience it. And of course, these are three of the most popular
I would say definitely.
combinations.
Now, you happen to have the vanilla coconut. This one is a rare one, but our QVC family loves it. I'm going to tell you why. It starts with that delicious My Grandma's coffee cake base. Then we take fresh coconut. You can see on the inside right there, our signature streusel. You can see those snow white, sweet, chewy pieces of coconut that everybody loves all through the middle. And then our bakers finish off the top with a generous amount of that same coconut, but when we put it into the oven and bake it, guess what happens? It becomes toasted. So you've got two different coconut flavors going on at the same time. So you've got a nice taste of the tropics in kind of the middle of winter on a day that I know we've got a lot of snow and ice here.
That's right.
It's a good thing to have.
Get toasted with this, not something else, right? This time of year. So 1,000 already ordered in the show, and once again, you have a choice of the three. So that's the coconut. This is the original cinnamon.
Yeah, this is the original cinnamon walnut. So I'm going to take a peek on the top of this, and here's a little thing I want to tell everybody, remind everybody. We were the best cake 2024 for a reason in here. You know, if you've been with us for years and years on QVC, you will note some important things. One of them is every time you get our cake, it will always be the same size, the same quality, the same consistency, still using those fresh California Mariani walnuts, tons of cinnamon sugar on the top. And let me cut another piece here. And then when you go into the middle, look, you've got that signature streusel all the way through, those walnuts and that cinnamon sugar on there. And look at that. When you break it with your fork, or you know what? We always ate coffee cake with our fingers. So forgive us if you don't like us touching it, but the coffee cake is a finger food.
We're making big slices here just so that you can see it. I mean, most of us are going to slice maybe half of what you did. And when you do with a little cup of coffee or tea in the morning, it is just so delicious. They're so moist and wonderful.
It really is.
One more flavor, and then I want to talk about how it comes
I'll give you
and
the
what
box.
to do.
Here you go. You can have that. On this last flavor, not on a lot, but when we do bring it on, it is always a hit. So on the top, you're going to note chocolate chips, dark chocolate all the way through the top. And what goes delicious with dark chocolate? How about Montmorency cherries? So they're going to be the juicy cherries, not the dried cherries. You can see the pieces all the way through in here. Chocolate and cherry come together in that soft and delicious sour cream coffee cake. What a combination.
I know, it's the sour cream that keeps it moist.
It's
And how
sour
many did you
cream.
say we just ordered? 1,200 were just ordered
Wow.
in the show. And once again, take advantage of the opportunity to get this price. A lot of people are doing that and picking up multiples. There is no auto delivery. So here's the box. This is what it looks like, baked fresh from Boston.
Always baked
shipped
fresh on
directly
demand.
to you. This is what you receive. And then what do we do with it, Marie
It's
Louise?
shipped to you fresh, by the way. We want everybody to know it's fresh. So you got a couple things you can do with it. You can eat it right away, which is always a good option, but this will go into your freezer and you can keep it in the freezer bag. Doesn't necessarily have to stay in the box. And a lot of our family will cut it into pieces, take what they want out, and then put it back in the bag and tie it up and put it back into the freezer.
I would cut it ahead of time
Cut it
because
in
then
pieces.
if you want to just take
Yeah.
out one piece, that's with James and I, it's just the two of us most of the time.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
it's cut, then I know I can go in at any point, get a couple of slices. I
And it
might even
thaws out
put
quick.
this in the a little bit of butter and make a French toast out of it
look
in the
at
morning.
you. We taught you
So
something.
There's so many things that you can do with this. So back after selling out in October, it's the choice of the cinnamon walnut, the vanilla coconut, or the cherry chocolate chip. And if you want to pick up more than one, like a lot of people are doing, then go ahead and do it now. Put one in the freezer, put one in the cake plate, and have it ready to go and eat every day.
Oh, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
What I do.
What's the thing?
Here's the thing that I do. I love having one on hand, especially this time of year, because there's always people coming over, even if it's just like the neighbors coming over to shovel your sidewalks. Take it out, put it on the cake plate, and when everybody loves it and says, "Oh my gosh, who made the cake? Where'd you get the recipe?" And I just say, "It's my grandma's."
My grandma's.
And you know what? It's
There it
true.
is. It's
It's
true.
the absolute truth here. About 10 to 15 slices per each cake, depending on how you slice it. So many fun things that you can do with this. As Jane said, come on down here in front, because one thing that I love to do with this is, I'll tell you what, easy to do, French toast. Take your slices, you put them in a little bit of a batter. I use heavy cream and whipped eggs, a little bit of butter in a hot griddle. Just flip it over a couple times and you have got French toast. If you have bananas, put bananas in the pan with it. Make a banana split French toast. Put your fresh berries on top, and that is so good.
It would make a good base for a bread pudding too.
A
I mean, if
delicious
you wanted
base
to
for
make
bread
a bread
pudding.
pudding
Yeah.
out of it, you could. Or
Yeah.
again, and we just give you ideas because why not? But enjoy it for what it is. It's a delicious coffee cake with ice cream. It's phenomenal. Use this with your yogurt parfait or whatever. This is one of those items that is just by and far so much better than the coffee cakes we grew up eating that were in the plastic sleeve that you got from the, little vending machines.
Yeah, yeah.
This is real deal, homemade, fresh coffee cake that is made and
that.
delivered directly to your door. So here are some of the footage
Let's
about what they do and how the magic is made.
Let's go to Boston. Well,
Okay.
we're not a huge company, but we're not a tiny company either. And I think what makes us special still is, look, when you watch our video, it's people. We have bakers on the floor. We bake these in small batches, 100 cakes at a time, and they are hand loading the middles with chocolate chips and walnuts or apples or berries or whatever goes in the middle, putting that layer on the top, weighing them to make sure they're all consistent, finishing them off with things like those California Mariani walnuts and the chocolate chips, slow bake for an hour. They cool, they go into the freezer bag, they go into the box to ship to you, so you're getting them fresh.
Hi.
Hello.
I snuck in. As soon as I saw all those bun pans, I was like, this is my time. No ifs, ands, or buns. I love this.
Would you like to try a slice?
Yes, I
May
locked eyes
ask?
with Jane, and I was doing like mind control. I
Yes.
want the cherry chocolate, if you
Okay,
don't mind, my
there
darling,
you go.
because it looks so good.
And
There you
look
are.
at the size of that
thank
slice. Now, most of us would eat a smaller slice, so don't feel like you have to.
Okay.
Not me.
Thanks,
No.
Jane.
No
I would, eat a
I was
bigger-
like,
I would eat a bigger slice of that.
You know me so well. I'm like a bird.
But it's so moist and delicious, right?
So soft and moist, and I love that little crunch of the cinnamon sugar on the top and those cherries.
Nobody should eat coffee
Yum.
cake alone, so
Thank
I'm going
you.
to take
You're
the
a friend
coconut.
indeed.
Yes.
I'm going to pick a piece off down here. Let's do
Nice.
it.
Now it's a party.
I love this.
Oh, this is so good.
When your girlfriends get together and you want to have a little something sweet, maybe make a quiche or something like that as your
yeah.
like lunch with a salad. And then a little slice, a sliver of coffee cake with tea or coffee to finish off the meal. That is a really good luncheon.
You know what, Jane? If you grab that platter down in front for me, please, we'll show you just how far that cake will go when you cut up your slices. So if you're bringing over the book club or friends from church, or you're finishing off a dinner, look at that. You could actually take that where you're going, just embellish it a little bit on the top. 14 slices.
This is one cake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
those are
look at that.
big slices.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, my husband's British. We like to have tea in the afternoon.
Okay.
Isn't
Oh,
that nice with like
that
a
would be
little
good.
a
I
warm
love
cup
that.
of tea?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like heaven.
So it's again, comfort food.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
really
Warm
is.
it up a little bit. Put it in the oven, wrap it up maybe in a little bit of foil or warm it up, and now you have warm cake.
Fewer
I
than
know, good. We
1,800
love that.
remaining, which means now how many? How many did we sell? 2,500 units spoken for. Marie Louise, they come to us in this box, ambient.
Yes.
So don't expect the dried ice or anything like that. They're going to come fresh. And then what you do is take this cake either out of the box or in the box, depending on your space, put it right in the freezer. If you want to pre-slice it, you can. I say take a couple of slices out and enjoy it, and then put the rest of it in the freezer.
I like that.
Or keep it on your countertop. You've got a couple weeks. If you don't have a cake container, a lock and lock container where you put the lid upside down and flip it over on the top works out really well.
That's a good idea, too.
Then everybody's picking at it all week.
I love it.
It's
Oh
great.
my gosh, it's so good. The hardest part is picking your favorite. I would say the coconut is mine, the classic cinnamon, walnut, delicious, and then the chocolate cherry.
That's my favorite.
Is an all-time favorite. Look, do you see the cherries in there, Chelsea?
Big, juicy
Those
cherries.
are big, juicy cherries, Montmorency cherries. Those are some of
cherry,
the
Chelsea.
best.
Look, I'm going to eat it.
cherry.
I'm waiting for the camera to go away so I can grab it. That's part of my plan.
Thanks,
you
girls.
so much.
Happy New Year, everybody. Mwah.
Good to see you, Marie Louise. All right.
Man, time flies when you're having fun.
It certainly does. I'm full.
I'm full, but I feel good. So you can shop the show backward.
That's
If
right.
you go to QVC.com and search items recently on air, go on a gourmet holiday and shop every single delicious item over the last 2 hours.
So many good things.
Jane,
And
this was
so
so
fun
fun.
working with you.
Thank you.
Aw,
This was such a pleasure. Thank you for
girl.
making me feel so
my
welcome.
other daughter. Listen, PM Styles coming up next with Amy Strand. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Denim & Company. And you?
That's right. I will be back on Wednesday on QVC 2. Awesome. Bye-bye.